So, we're at now part 3, the last part of the video. That's some kind of building that had collapsed. Not sure exactly what it was or anything. This little hole in the ground. I was hoping it was a cistern or maybe even a septic tank. I'm not sure where it goes. It's actually covered over and it sort of goes somewhere. Maybe if I ever get a chance to get back out there, I'll think about sticking a camera in there and think where it goes. But yeah, there's one structure here that did collapse. I'm not sure exactly what it was. You can see the house in the background, the chimney sticking up. These two buildings, well, actually three, or actually four. These first two, I think they're pretty much just little coops and animal pens. Uh, there's not too much in them. The first two, just wood frames with like a corrugated iron that covers them. That second one there, it looks like a chicken coop. I remember growing up, we had some chickens and rabbits, and that looks that's thorny bushes there. That looks just like the chicken coop that we sort of had with the chicken and rabbits in it. Our chicken and rabbits actually slept together, so yeah, so that's how it looks. You can see the house right there. This building right here in front of me. That one, again, that's the first two buildings, little chicken coop looking things. This one here, it sort of reminded me of a building. Oh, that's a carbide gas generator. That was used for lights, lanterns, back in the 1800s up until the 1920s and 30s. So that also could be dating the house back to that time period, which is pretty cool. This building here, it had power going to it. There's a little porcelain insulators above the door. This reminded me of a laundry room. My great grandparents had a little place up in Conroe, Texas, and they had a building looked just like this, outside by itself, away from the house, and it had shelves just like this. It had shelves and it had actually a washing machine inside the building. There's the insulators there for the power. They actually had clotheslines for the drying clothes, but yeah, it had a building that looked just like that. So when I see that building, it's like, wow, it really reminds me of my great grandparents' little washroom. Yeah, they lived up in Conroe by the sawmill. They were Choctaw Indians. Chata Sehoke. But yeah, that's I'm assuming I've a feeling they had a wood floor in it. The floor is getting pretty squashy, so I'm pretty confident that was probably a washroom or laundry room. This building here is some kind of shed. Really, not much in it. I remember correctly, it had a dirt floor. I think I could be wrong, but yeah, I think it had a dirt floor. And no power going to it, as far as I know. This is with a foundation. I'm assuming it is either once a windmill, because there was a well going into the middle right there. Right there, you see the well. Uh, it might have been a windmill at one time, and then was converted to a electric. In fact, right there's the pump you can see on the ground. Electric a water pump. But there was little legs sticking out of the ground, so it could have been also a water tank above that. I would imagine back in those days, here's some Lone Star beer. Back in those days, you would pump your water, either an electric pump or windmill, up into a tank, and then the tank would then gravity feed its water into your house. think there's an old trough or something near the water well. Now this garage, yeah, it's all rusted out and full of just debris and cans and junk. This building right there, it's all wood. It's pretty cool too. It's all wood. It's a garage. It's a little three car. Well, I say 3 car. It has a little the building has 3 garages in it. All wood. The ceiling, not ceiling. The roof is corrugated iron. But other than that, the whole structure is in wood. Yeah, it's a very old design. Once you see the front, you'll see that it's when you go out in the country and see old houses, and they might have a garage. They have the same kind of structure design to it. Yeah, you can see it was actually in pretty good shape, but being it had dirt floor, but being wide open like that, open to the elements, it's a matter of time before it's gonna just fall, collapse. Like I said, it was in good shape. The roof had no leaks, no openings like the barn did, but the walls, I can see, the walls leaked down to the dirt, and so the walls are slowly rotting from the ground up. And you can see a little bit of sunshine poking through the planks and everything. So it's a matter of time. Matter of time before it starts to. In fact, I'm really curious because it's been quite a few years now since I've been out there, and I would actually love to head back out there this winter, just to see how this place looks. How has it changed in the last couple years? So there you can see there, yeah, the ground touches the wood, and that's when it was a functioning ranch, that was no big deal because you always had people out there replacing, repairing, all that kind of stuff. But now it's at abandoned. It's just slowly rotting. That's some kind of couch or wood frame with some metal springs in it. But you can see the roof structure itself is pretty sound. There's a lot of debris on the roof, branches and leaves, and there's no one. I remember as a kid, we used to go up on top of our house every fall and rake the leaves off the top of the house. We had a sort of a flat roof, asphalt roof on the house, so it just collect leaves. So I imagine years and years of just collecting leaves and branches and whatever is falling on the roof. It's slowly gonna eventually corrode and rust through that corrugated iron, and I wonder how much stuff is out there now. Because, there's no one out there raking leaves off the roof. I think it's amazing, that tree right there in front of that one opening. I have no idea how long that tree has been growing right there, but it's definitely there now. Again, you can see the building there with all the leaves and branches on top of it. So it's just a matter of time. A matter of time before all that stuff starts to collapse and be gone. Yeah, this next thing I'm walking up to right now, it's gonna be mind-blowingly cool. I thought it was really cool when I saw it. Kind of surprised when I saw it too. So barbed wire fence. Fence line right there. There's an old I can't remember what I call them. We call them P. We used to call them something. I can't remember what it is now, but used to hang barbed wire on it and had a little clip on it, and then these metal clips onto it to hang the barbed wire on it. It lasts longer than the wood stakes coming out of the ground. That's an old engine block from a car, truck, or some tractor or something at one time. But that is the coolest thing. That's probably a late 40s early 50s, but more like the late 40s Model D John Deere tractor. Unfortunately, it's been sitting for a while, long enough for the trees to grow up around the frame. You know, other side, there's actually a tree growing up around the one of the axles. That's a flywheel there, and you would actually start it by turning that flywheel. And yeah, it didn't have an electric start. Yeah, that is so cool. It really is. Yeah, I didn't film it, but I did actually walk around a larger perimeter, hoping to see some rims and tires for the tractor laying somewhere in the brush. But yeah, I didn't see anything, unfortunately. It is that the tree tree that's a magneto right there. As the engine spins, that magneto will turn, and that gives the spark plug the little spark, almost like a lawnmower. I believe this is a two-cylinder engine. I do believe. Hey, there's that tree growing up around the back axle. Here's the front axle, but the still has the bearing on it, or one of the bearings. Yeah, the seat's missing, but the little pedestal for the seat's there. The transfer case, what I call it transfer case, the transmission is rusted through, actually holding water. So the odds of this ever, if someone ever really wanted to try to restore it, it's not going to happen. It's probably locked up, seized up, and pretty much the best place for it is to stay where it is now. And that's about it. I'm so glad it's there. I'm glad no one has scrapped it yet or stole it and scrapped it. So hope everyone enjoyed the videos.